Alright, hello Internet. Welcome to in episode 2 of Homefront Random Gaming Homefront multiplayer demo, to speak everything in the right order. This time I figured I should probably put my thoughts, or give out my general thoughts on the whole thing. Obviously this is a post-op commentary type thing. Since, hell, if I could do this real time without any issue whatsoever, then I probably would never have stopped the console Let's Plays. But anyways, let's get on to the actual topic at hand. Unfortunately, this game does seem to be one of those games. And if you're confused by what I mean by that, just look at the screen. Right now I'm looking at an Audacity panel, so I can't really tell you exactly where the most noticeable part about this is, but notice how the entire image is letterboxed. Yeah, it's one of those games that gives a big middle finger to anybody who isn't playing on a widescreen and or high-definition television. It's a terrible idea. That honestly knocks a few points off for me. I mean, even though I have a high-definition 1080p television right here to my right, within a reaching distance, that doesn't really change my opinion on the matter at all. I was playing the demo in 4:3 last night because it's a terrible strain on my eyes to try to watch the previous screen for a widescreen, because it doesn't display right, and it just looks awful. I'll try to link a picture in the description or something to that effect to let you see what I have to see when I watch the previous screen at widescreen 720 by 480. Anyways, let's get on with it. Yeah, I have to stay on this letterboxing thing just a little bit longer. I really, really do not like this idea. I wish developers would actually take the time to, properly configure their games to work with 4:3 televisions. Because I can guarantee you that there is still a sizable number of people out there who have not been able to afford a high-definition or otherwise widescreen television. I mean, this letterboxing isn't quite as bad if you're playing on a 25-inch excuse me, a 25-inch television, or similarly large 4:3 television. But at the same time, it really shouldn't be letterboxed. Letterboxing is for watching widescreen movies on like a DVD or something on a 4:3 television. That's what letterboxing is good for, not for playing a game. Makes it very difficult to really see anything as to what you're doing. It seems like laziness on the developers' parts for not implementing a proper 4:3 mode. But get on to the rest of it, since I'm about over 10% of the video through. Of course, this is all based on the multiplayer demo. So, differences between this and the full game are left out of the equation. Let's see. Well, as much as I hate comparing every modern military shooter to Call of Duty, everybody in the bloody internet does that, I have to draw the comparison. It's another one of those very easy games. Of course, your response to that might be, well, if it's so easy, why are you doing generally terrible? My response is, well, first, the letterboxing excuse, and the fact that it was 3 a.m. that I was playing, kind of tired, and the fact that I'm not terribly comfortable with a controller anymore. I'm very used to mouse and keyboard, but beyond those excuses, it's the fact that it's easy for everybody. You see somebody first, you get your weapon generally on target first. start shooting first, you're more than likely to win. Now, with the guns that I used, you didn't even have to take your finger off the right trigger. It had a serious Modern Warfare 2 ACR syndrome. You could just hold down right trigger, spray everywhere, and it didn't seem to punish you at all. If there's any sort of ADS spread characteristics, it's so minuscule that it doesn't affect anything at all. And that's really why you see me spraying everywhere every time I try to shoot somebody. You know, except when it gets stuck in, old habits from more tactical, better games where you have to burst fire to get accuracy. But, well, I can't really say anything on the weapon variety since I pretty much played the entirety of the demo. Well, the entirety of my demo experience using the default assault class with the holographic sight ACR. So I don't really know much about the weapon variety, so I can't really comment on that. But let's see, what else can I get my thoughts on? The whole vehicle system is alright, I guess. I mean, it forces third person, which I'm not a fan of. Yeah. I honestly really hate when a first-person shooter or otherwise first-person game pulls you out of first-person view for anything other than a cutscene. I mean, it's first-person for a reason. Couldn't they have put you into first-person for the vehicles? I mean, I don't see how that wouldn't work. But anyways, none of them really seemed all that overpowered. I mean, if a tank came onto the field and shot its main rocket at you, you're pretty much screwed. But all the others, they generally just kind of drove around or flew around. I suppose with the better players piloting them, they probably would have been a bit more of an issue. But as it stood, from my experience, vehicles were generally kind of useless, and in a sense that's alright, because it practically encouraged a lot more gun-on-gun play. Something that's sadly missing from a lot of modern military shooters. What else? Well, I can say overall that it's a generally generally competent shooter from what I've seen. It isn't great, it isn't amazing, it isn't, a replacement for a better game like Battlefield, or I don't know if I really want to try to say Call of Duty's better. No, I won't. I mean, if nothing else, Homefront is above Call of Duty for, at the very least, dedicated servers on consoles and PC, as opposed to the terrible peer-to-peer model that lazy, greedy companies want to use because they don't want to pay for servers. Let's see what else. Yeah, it's competent, it's playable. I mean, if it wasn't, I would have uninstalled it from the hard drive and potentially put up a rant video about how bad it is. But I don't know. I suppose that would be better left to something about the campaign. Good lord! All the sources I've heard about the campaign have been that it makes modern Call of Duties look, free roaming, and it's a good 4 hours long or so, which is terrible. But that's not really what I'm supposed to be getting into here. It's alright. Really. It's alright. That's pretty much all I can say about it. If they tried to go for, like, a major blockbuster type game, which is basically what I guess they did, considering the style of the campaign mode. But it kind of fails as a big blockbuster game. But as an overall general shooter, it's playable. It's all right. It's honestly something I would rather have seen as like a bargain priced game or budget game. Like, oh god, do they even make budget games for the 360 era anymore? By 360 era, I mean the current generation of consoles. I'm just trying to think of a price point that they would set a budget title at. $40, I guess. That's what they're charging for the remake of Halo Combat Evolved, so that seems fair enough for a budget price. If this game was budget priced, I'd be a little more adamant about recommending it for somebody who wants to pick it up. Or just like looking for a shooter in the style of like Medal of Honor or Call of Duty or to an extent Battlefield, but without the extra price of full priced game. Yeah, what else can I say? If there is anything else I can say. No, I guess that's about it. No. One last thing, though, I can say. Post-release demo, seriously? What developers need to do is get a demo out, either prior to release or concurrent with the release, so people can try when the game is new and more likely to have lots of players, and see if it's any good, rather than having to wait till probably the better part of a year after release when a lot of people probably gave up and went to play another game. I just really hate that thing. Why do developers do that? It's just... Oh, another thing. Kind of more along the complaint side, but... I got a serious Battlefield Bad Company 2 / Medal of Honor vibe while playing this. And by that I mean, there are a lot of snipers in this game. Worse yet, there are a lot of snipers in this game that go and sit on a hill somewhere and completely ignore the objective. Objective. Good Lord, learn to speak. I've played ground control exclusively in this demo because I like objective game types. I don't like simple run around, shoot and kill people game types. And yet, every single match, well, at least every single match on the map that takes place under a freeway bridge, there have been multiple upon multiple snipers just sitting off on their hill doing piss all for anybody but themselves. I mean, why? Can't they do that in Team Deathmatch? Damn selfish people. Play objective game type. Whore KD. That's a rant about the gaming community in general. Really. One other thing I noticed real negative about the community for this game is a depressing amount of games that I have played, both in 480i while recording and in 1080p while not recording. So many games have gone on exactly like this. team wins, or Team A wins round 1, then they either like completely intentionally throw round 2 to like extend the length of the game and get more kills in, or on a very, very unlikely possibility to let Team B get a little bit of a moral boost. Highly doubtful. Thus Team A loses round 2, usually terribly loses it, and then more often than not comes back and crushes through round 3 like it's nothing. I think it really has to tie in with a point that I thought up and expressed while playing, or while talking about the whole sniper thing. Play objective game type, poor KD. I honestly didn't even see a stats interface somewhere. I didn't really go out looking for it, but it's just a problem with the shooter community in general. Doesn't give a damn in general about anything but how many kills they get versus how many deaths they get. Anyway, I think that's pretty much enough to wrap it up. It's an alright game. As a budget price, budget title, or, you know, if you can get it cheap somewhere, I guess go pick it up. It's a decent thing to go into if you're too frustrated over Call of Duty or Battlefield or Medal of Honor even. But beyond that, I don't really see a whole lot of reason to play it. It's just too similar to all of the above. Alright, I'm out. There's about half the video left, so I guess enjoy the rest of the video. See ya.
KPA is taking Charlie.
Fire in the hole!
Hostiles closing on Alpha.
Covering fire!
We got Bravo.
Flag.
They got Alpha. Charlie is under U.S. control. Objective Alpha secured. They're closing in on Bravo. We lost Alpha. Bravo's going down. Bravo's been lost.
Under fire!
Alpha is under U.S. control. Objective Charlie under attack. We've lost Charlie. Alpha.
Reloading!
We got objective Charlie.
You got him! Grenade! Fall back! Frag out!
Moving, Marines. We're almost out of time. We're losing Charlie. Fall back! Fall back! KPA is taking Charlie.
Cover me! Reloading!
We got objective Charlie. Bravo secure. We're losing Alpha. KP, your sector. Nice shot. We're losing Alpha.
Swapping mags, cover me.
Multiple hostiles closing on Alpha. Objective Charlie under attack. We lost Alpha. Take it back. They're closing in on Bravo. Charlie's been captured. No contact from Bravo. It's gone. been captured. We've got this. Hang on, Marines.
Reloading.
Bravo's been lost. New objectives, Marines. Move forward.
KPA armor.
Multiple hostiles closing on Alpha. Charlie's been captured. Bravo is under attack.
In the hole. Heads up, KP.
We're losing Alpha.
Cover me. Reloading. Reloading. Give me some cover.
We've lost Charlie. Bravo secured. We lost Alpha. Bravo is under attack.
KPA armor spotted.
We lost Bravo. All right, we got Alpha.
Frag out.
We got objective Charlie. Heavy airstrike incoming. We're losing Charlie.
Move! Grenade!
Charlie's been captured.
We got KPA.
Multiple hostiles closing on Alpha.
Frag out.
Hostiles closing on Alpha. We lost Alpha. Take it back.
Changing mags. KPA ground vehicle.
We got Alpha. Repeat, we got Alpha. Enemy fire, watch out. We're running out of time to turn this around. Move it, soldier. I'm seeing KPA armor in your sector.